Testing, testing. One, two, three. Is the mic working? I don't. Jeez! The mic is working, yeah? I'm upping the volume and that. Mic is working, yeah? Oh no. And I can see that everybody on YouTube is tuned in right now. Hey, salute to you guys for being tuned in, yeah? But let me check something now. Hey, yo. Moderators, join me in the live show, yeah? Join me in the live show. I don't know how this thing's gonna work, but let's see if I can do this. Okay, unmute my mic. So yeah, no rotes. Let's see. Let me see who's actually up in here. Who's on the Discord? Let me know if you're part of the Discord team. Come to you real quickly. I'm trying to use this thing, but say I jumped on it real prematurely. I'm streaming and I'm not even supposed to be streaming, but let me just work this thing out with everybody. Let's see. Where can I go with this? I'm gonna go. How do I do this now? How do I get this up? Chai. Yeah. Bear with me, you lot. Bear with me, yeah? Because soon as I work this thing proper, I'm going in. Discord is crazy too, yeah? Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so if I type in YouTube column, Titans TV or something like that, hopefully it should just come up. All right. It's all different here when you don't have your normal setup. So let me just see. Okay, so 135 people are tuned in right now. What's good, family? I'm gonna try to bring this up on my laptop. Okay, okay. So who's joining the Discord right now? All right, run from your wife. You there, my brother? Let me know. My ain't working. Give me a minute. Anybody else, yeah, who's part of the live show, yeah, please just say something to me so I know this is actually working properly.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. Let me take this away. So if I know what I can do. This is gonna be hard, buddy. If I work this thing properly, yeah, I'll be the man, right? Okay, so. I'll be the man, right? Okay, so if I do this like that, and then also in this browser thing, I put in this website. So this browser thing, I put in this website, and let's see if I can make this thing pop. All right, cool. Okay with it. All right. So if the browser is set. Right, Black Magic, you can kind of. Nah, let me leave that alone. So it's set on this. Okay. Do you know what? I don't even know how to operate this too tough. So this is what I would do whilst I'm trying to work out the kinks, right? You know what? I don't work out the kinks, right? But I'm hearing some feedback. You know what? Oh, I know I'm hearing the feedback. Work out the kinks, right? But I'm hearing some feedback. You know what? Say some feedback. You know what? I know I'm hearing the work out the kinks, right? I think it's working now. Let me know if it's okay, family. I think it's working now.
Audio sounds alright.
It's okay. All right.
Oh, a little bit of echo.
Okay. Ooh. All right. I think I've got this half. All right. Let's see if I bring this down like so. Keep bringing it down low. All right. Shouts out to my brother. Run from your wife. upgrading me in that. Okay, so that's that. I can see the YouTube thing, but I don't want the Windows capture. I don't want that. I want browser. Nope. Furthermore, I don't even want browser. I do want window capture. Okay. Show windows with empty name. Show window shadow. All right, let's try that. Okay. It's looking all mad and crazy. But what's good though, family? Run from your wife. Let me see. Can I post the show link in with everybody? How do I do this?
You trying to get people into the Discord, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're part of the Discord, yeah, do you know how to get a link?
I'm not too sure, you know. So this is what I'll do. I'll actually post the link inside of the chat. So if you guys would like to come and join us, come and join us.
Yeah, and then they should be able to hop into the show and listen.
Cool.
If they're verified.
Cool. But how come it's still echoing? I'm trying to turn down my volume. Why is it echoing? Is it coming on your side or somebody else's side?
Have you got run from your wife reckons you might have some speakers? Is it coming through speakers?
It's the only speakers I've got is the laptop speakers.
Right, but is that how you're like listening to the show? Yeah.
Yes.
Your laptop microphone is probably picking up the sound from your laptop speaker.
It seems as though that. Oh no, yeah, it is coming from that probably. Let's see if I turn this down a bit.
I don't know if you've got any like earbuds or something like that.
That would be good. I don't, you know. I actually don't. Let me see if I can get some headphones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if it's muted on OBS, I don't think they can hear you on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be.
Okay. All right, family. So again, yeah, if you lot would like to join us on here, all you simply have to do is join us on Discord, right? All you simply have to do is join us on Discord, right? All you simply have to do is join us on Discord, right? Oh, that feedback is too much. All right. So if I delete this browser might be the one that's causing the trouble. It's too much. Let's see. So if I delete this browser. All right. So the browser is deleted. Hopefully, there is no feedback.
Sounds okay, yeah?
Yep, no feedback. All right. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. No feedback, baby. Oh, man. All right. So since that's like that, I can actually expand the window. Perfect. Let me expand this window and do something like that. All right, I'm just working out the kinks, family, so bear with me. Again, I'm going to post you guys the link, right? I'm going to post you guys the link. So that's the link right there. If you guys would like to join us, feel free to join us. I'm going to try to work this thing out first before I can really do anything. Friends. Man like Rafe. Okay, how do I do this now? Okay, pending. All right, man. I accept you, fam. Don't worry about that. I got you, Breezy. You know I got ya. I got ya. All right, Guna for life. What's good, my G? Okay. Let me go back into my Titans thing. So again, yeah, family, please join us on Discord. Right, we have different rooms available on our channel. So we've got the religious corner where you can discuss Kemetic ideas, Islamic ideas, Sunni Shia ideas, Christian ideas. Speakers corner was popping off at Speakers corner, and of course we got over here the live show. So I'm really just trying to make sure I got the hang of this perfectly. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to sort out a hangouts for you guys. Okay, so bear with me. I will try to do a hangouts. Give me a second. If I go to some old school hangout links. All right, open link in new tab. All right, bear with me. Man, like Saracen. Yeah, buddy. All right, so yeah, let me do a new live event. Give me a second. Okay? This is just gonna be mad exhaustive on the laptop, but I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna let you guys come in and have a good talk. So let me put this as a test show. Okay, test show, but I want to make it private, right? Yeah, let me make that private, and then I'm gonna go live now. Perfect. So yeah, bear with me. I'm soon gonna get this up and running for you guys, and if you guys have joined the Discord, I'm not too sure how we're gonna get you involved. I'm gonna wait for Nikki. No, it's not even Nikki. Where is Run From Your Wife? He knows this thing right here. So just give me a little while, and then I'll get this operational. Okay. So I'm gonna set up in Hangouts so you guys can come in. Do 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 do. This is what you call learning new things on the spot. You press the go streaming button, not even realizing what you're doing, Everybody just listening to private conversations and that. Oh man. Let's just see. Okay. Here is the link. Right here. Alright. And Titans TV live stream. Here you go. Here you go, family. So if you want to come in, this is the link right here. If you're so used to the Hangouts, right? That is the link right there. I posted in the comment section. Please let me know, does it work? Okay? Let me know if it works. I'm actually going to read the comments right now. So yeah, if you lot, want to get hold of me, I'm actually reading the comments right now. So you can talk to me. Let me see how it sounds back, actually. Ooh, it sounds okay. It actually sounds good. Perfect. So yeah, please let me know if the link actually works and you're able to come in. Right? Okay, so we do have one person in here. Man like Bobby. Bobby, would you like to say anything? Nah? You don't want to say nothing? Say nothing then. All right, so I guess that the link does work. So if you do want to use the link to come in and speak, it does work. Let's see if I can actually create. Yes, gamer. Okay, let me see if everybody else is able to hear you as well.
Yeah, I can hear you, big man.
Okay, yeah, so it is working. It is actually working. People can hear you. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Yo, where's Mohib at?
That's a good question.
Are you and Mohib still friends?
Me and I have friendly associations with people. You'll have to ask him. You'll have to.
I reckon you should have smacked him.
You'll have to ask him if he's got friendly associations with me.
Bro, you have twice his size, man. You just smacked him.
Okay. So yeah, family, if you guys want to come true real quickly, please do come true. Please do come true. All right. And I think we might just discuss a few things. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna toggle between. How can I put it? Toggle between the Discord and the Google Hangouts. Let's see. Link me up. I am here with Sai. SI? I don't know. Let me try you on the Google Hangouts if you can't get through to the Discord. Okay. But try to get into the live show via Discord. I'm not too sure how I do it. Let's see. Alright. I should have worked this out long time ago. Long time ago, my brother. I hate it. Yes. Oh, snap. Alright, cool. I don't even know how to work that. So let me leave that alone for a second and see what the family's saying. Okay, so Melissa says here, from Florida here, watched the show from Sunday with Tan. Found it disturbing how men in our community are so overly emotional and can't do some critical thinking on the fly. Oh, man. Someone says that they're in. Live stream is buffering Titans TV. Okay. This Discord ain't working for your streams, bro. Okay. I don't think it is. But we're going to try to work out the kinks, right? We're going to try to work out the kinks. So this is what I'll do actually. I'm going to do this. If we can add the screen in browser. There we go. Browser. And give me a second to get the browser in. So let's put this into the mix. Remember, I'm learning on the fly, baby. I'm learning on the fly. Okay, so we've got the browser in. And let's see if it comes up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. Okay. Just doing one of those ones. All right. All right. Let me delete that then. I may have to do a screen share then. Let's try something else if that doesn't work. Let's add. And again, I'm going to apologize for everybody who's tuned in right now. I'm just trying to make sure this works so we can have a nice, fruitful conversation, I believe. What is the last one we got? We got window capture. Okay, so if we do window capture again, window capture 2, perfect. And this time we want a window capture. Not the desktop, dock. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Does it look anyhow? Anyways, I don't think this is going to be working, you know, as the way we want it to work. But what we can do, I'm going to have to play around with that. Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with that. I'll play around with it on my own time. So what we can do actually is this. We can talk. We can actually talk. So I'll give you guys the opportunity to say anything that's actually on your minds at present. Let me just make sure I send the link in, right? Because I know a lot of you guys will like to come in. If I can actually edit the video and let me edit the video so I can put it inside the description box. So if you guys would like to come in and actually have a conversation with us, I'm opening it up for you. We were supposed to do some stuff, talking about Brother Haji and talking some Shia stuff. But to be honest with you, like, like I'm off that. Like I'm like, who cares? Like I really don't care. Like I really don't care. Like I really wish we can actually speak about some other stuff, man. I really do. And not no base stuff neither. Like, I couldn't care less about any base stuff. Let's actually just raise the intellectual discourse a little bit. Um, because at the end of the day, although I love my Shia brothers, Hakia Ali and all that, um, there is the other side of things. Okay, so the other side of things is, the other people that we're engaging in conversations with, from the other side, and I don't particularly think that they're there to learn or to benefit from any dialogue that we are ready to present. So I really couldn't care less about actually trying to educate them. That's just the realness of it. So I couldn't care less to do any video on what we said we was gonna actually discuss. So if we want to talk about something else, let's talk about something else. Yeah, just use Google Hangouts. Nah, I want to try this new thing. So yeah, I've sent the link. I hope. Hopefully, yeah. The link is at the bottom of the description box. Um, Let me know. I know 215 people and no show. Listen, that's the power, baby. That's the power of Titans TV. I love that. So yeah, family. If as long as you lot can all hear me, right? I'm actually inviting you guys to come on and talk to us. You can get through to me via Discord, or you can get through to me via Google Hangouts. Okay, these are the two ways you can actually get through to me. So, anytime you guys are ready, I'm ready to engage with you guys. So, gamer, I'm actually gonna say, yeah. What would you like to discuss, man? Anybody else inside of the Discord? Anything else that you guys would like to discuss? Let me know, family. Let me know. Otherwise, it seems as though I'm just wasting my goddamn time. All right. It's window. So
About
please,
this community building, you wanted to speak about that the other day.
indeed, give me a second cursor. Let's see. I don't know. Sorry, give me a second. OBS full screen backdrop. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that might change it up a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Does it change? Yeah, it does change. Cool. That's way too big. Give me a second, family. Let me see if I can tone this down. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Bam, bam, ba, da, da, da. Okay, that looks cool. Let's see if I go onto Hangouts. Give me 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go on to and see how it looks on here. Yeah, buddy, that's how it's meant to look. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're actually running. It's in cool runnings. All right, so I'm actually gonna listen to you guys and hear what you guys want to talk about. My brother just spoke about community building, and personally, yeah, that's much more beneficial, much more fruitful, much more productive, and for my humbly speaking, I think it's going to be much more longer lasting than speaking about anything else, right? Because at the end of the day, most people are stuck in their own paradigm and they're not really going to shift. But if we as a people, I spoke about this last week, if we as a people are able to construct a think tank amongst ourselves, all right, if we can create a think tank where we can get, the biggest, the brightest, the best of intellects from in and around London, in around England, in and around the UK, that will be really awesome. But I really want these individuals to be able to migrate down into London where we can actually hold proper meetings, okay, proper meetings. And the think tank should be able to, um, how can I put it, troubleshoot or problem solve. That's really what the think tank should be set up for, to problem solve on every single aspect of our day to day living. Let's actually um, troubleshoot, create solutions to the problems that we're facing on a national level. Okay, because a lot of us, we've kind of given up all hopes of what's it called, the government working for you the way it wants to work, or the way or the way you want it to work for you, and so forth. I'm not against the government. I think that we actually should be part of the government and doing those things and voting and getting and being instrumental and being part of lobbying systems and so forth like that. But a lot of us, we don't have a clue about that because we don't have it on a very local level, let alone a family structure level. We don't have that at all. We don't even know how to govern ourselves, let alone govern our families, or any other people. So I think first of all, if we can come together, as the bestest and brightest of the intellects inside of the UK, all right, and this could be a template that goes worldwide, where other communities, not just in the UK, but kind of work off that same template, where we are able to create systems, where we're able to create policies, and where we're able to construct some type of organization and structure and leadership within inside of our respective communities to actually become productive citizens of the UK and worldwide. We need that. We need to be able to actually leave something behind for our children and our children's children to build upon. We really need to, really revolutionize our culture and start thinking and acting and behaving differently. And I would really love to get, I would really love, like, obviously I'm an idealist again, I guess. I think I've been reading too much, Plato, too much Republic or something. I think that's my problem. But I really do want that to happen. I really want us to come together and start doing for ourselves. All right, really start relying on each other. And of course, the think tank is just the first step, because without the mind or without the brain, the rest of the body can't move. So that's instrumental. We need to get what I consider to be the talented 10th, or the talented 10. If we can actually come together, ooh, man, like Raza, oh, sugar, yeah, yeah, um, yeah. If we're able to come together and do that, and then obviously build on outwards, so we need to obviously, after that moment in time, we need to create leadership structures, which I've already stated. That's like the second step. Where these people who are very, articulate in their speech, they're able to move a community, they're able to galvanize people. We do need to do something like that. And after that, we need to build a body who's ready and willing to actually put in the work, and make sure we have our alliances with other people outside of the community that doesn't really, it's not really upon what we're upon, but they still sympathize with our movement. We need something like that, to be honest with you, because a lot of you guys are complaining, but nobody is willing to actually do the work. Everybody's so comfortable in their own little bubbles, complaining, in the comment sections, complaining, with their friends and their families and their work colleagues and associates, but nobody is really trying to actually solve the problem. We're good at identifying or spotting the problems, but we're so rubbish of creating plans to actually solve the problem. And I myself, could possibly fit into that criteria. I'm not, exempt from that. So any way possible that other people who are much more smarter than myself in their own field help me, help me. And that's what we should be doing as a community. Like, we should be helping one another. Like, I'm struggling when it comes to with this technology stuff, right? But I've got my good brother Run From Your Wife. Yeah, he's just hooked me up with the whole Discord. We've got other members inside of the community, Nikki, other people as well, that's been there just pushing and promoting the link, J Boogie and so forth. Everybody has got their own talents and skills, right? And we can all come together and help each other out. Like, we're so talented as a people. We've got so much experience as a people. We're so educated as a people. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been to university, right? And we've got all that information. Some of us, a lot of my friends never got into the field that they actually studied for. Like, a lot of them, a lot of them, a lot of them. Like, why are you letting your skills go to waste? Why are you letting your skills go to waste? Take those same skills, right? And, build for a better future for yourselves, your family, your friends, and your community. Can we do that? Can we do that? Anyways, I'm talking way too much. So let me get you guys on and see what you guys are gonna say. All right. So talk to me. Okay. Okay. That's why I was speaking to myself. I realize why I'm speaking to myself now. I'm always getting removed, yeah, from my own shows. Can you imagine that? Look, one of the participants removed you. You can't rejoin a call video if someone has blocked you. And that's the reason why, yeah, I'm not actually doing Google Hangouts because we have these trolls. As soon as you send out the link, guess what happens? They do a madness. Where are you on Discord? Says stop spamming. The channel is called Titans TV. Okay, it's called Titans TV. Let's see who's messaged me. There we got Hassan. I believe messaged me. Why did I delete Discord from my iPhone? I'm relying on Hassan for tech. Okay, cool. Sympathio. I just advise just sticking to Hangouts for the calls this time round, mate. But if me or Run, your wife, can grab you for like 5 minutes after the show, we can try and explain how the Discord system will work. Alright, cool, my brother. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, I've done messed up.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, you've just been kicked out though. So should we try and get Discord up?
Yeah, teach me. Teach me.
Right. Basically now, they'll be able to hear you speaking. That won't be a problem. And then the mods here can basically add any, so like if Hassan wanted to get on, we can basically give him the thumbs up and you can have the conversation through here.
Perfect. Okay.
I just want to confirm though, when I'm speaking, it's coming through on the YouTube live stream, yeah?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, so if people can just come in here, they'll be able to hear it, and then like we can verify the appropriate people.
All right, perfect.
You can have a little chat with them.
Perfect.
Back. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I've just sent in the link. Okay, they say my volume is low. Let me just make sure my volume is on the highest. So yeah, I've just sent the link to you guys. So if you want to join us via the Discord, it's right there. It's right there, baby. It's right there. It's right there. All right. So let me know when you got some new people joining that's ready to go in. We've got Mohib. Leave your weapons by the door. Why so religious? Says just joined. Can I get a heal? All right, cool. So yeah, if you can get some of these individuals in, that would be awesome. Absolutely awesome.
All right, I'll do it now. I'm going to set it to connect, so these people you have to just trade but they won't be able to speak. Is that okay with you?
They won't be able to. Sorry, second.
They won't be able to speak unless I give them permission.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Do you want to speak?
Yep, do it the way that you know how.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh. And the signal here is crazy. Is it good? Yeah. It's alright. It's alright.
Here they go.
Okay.
Coming in now.
Bring him in. Okay, let's see. Charger. Let me see it. Alright. And again, man, big shouts out to Run from your wife. Man's putting me on game right about now. Okay. Uh-oh. It's looking like the signal is dipping. Callum, how about telling us your real opinions of Tango? And in your heart of heart, don't you think Jedi was right? Sorry? Okay, wow. A lot of people just joined us, right? We've got Akuma, we've got IXAT, Mohib, Nikki, Paul29, QNN, Reporter, Q Smith. Okay. So, what we saying? How we doing this, man?
I think run from your wife, just trying to basically verify who's who.
Okay, cool.
Just to try not to screen them, sort of thing.
All
right.
right.
I can't really screen them at this point. I've just opened up the live show to everyone, so they're about to just join.
Cool.
Hello, Caleb.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to finally speak to the great man himself.
Oh, man. I love that.
And I just want to, obviously, from a Christian perspective, the way you handled yourself in Sundays, commendable. To give you praise for that. You didn't respond evil with evil. So you've really grown up in my estimation. So I just wanted to give you props for that, my brother.
Love. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
No, seriously, you have to give praise to do. It's just, it didn't just, just turn into it. It didn't go into a mayor. You actually handled yourself. And for me, I've learned from you, bro. You've been a real inspiration and example to me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love you. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Just humbling me. You guys always humble me with your speech, and I appreciate you guys, man. Trust me, 100.
I'm with Bob, by the way. I'm with Focal Films.
Woo!
So I'm with Bob most of the time.
Bob the Builder.
Let me just give you the Titans scholar. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's see who else is up in here, man. I'm trying to learn how to get this on and popping. Resetting. So let me know, guys. You guys who are inside, can I beg you? I can't even use Google Hangouts. You guys got to let me know, how is it sounding? Is it okay? Is there a lag? Let me know, those of you guys on YouTube, how is it? Callum, I have a lot of respect and how you handle yourself. Love, peace, Miss Manuela. Callum seemed like an educated person. I don't understand, why did you give Tango the time of day? Because of the channel. Again, I told you guys, this is your channel, man. You guys requested for Tan, and Tan asked or requested actually to come on and say his piece. So this is the reason why we've had Tan onto the show.
A man has a right to deviance. So if you want to, by all means, man, it's your channel, it's your rules. We just have to submit to it, whether we like it or not.
Oh man. So yeah, you guys requested him, so he's come on, and that's the reason, man. That's the reason. You guys wanted Tan, and Tan appeared. You guys wanted to question Tan on the reason why he did certain things, and you guys wanted the black community to, air out their opinions and their voices, and we gave you guys exactly what you wanted. So please, I'm begging of you, don't complain. My mother always taught me, be careful for what you ask for, because you may just get it. You may just get it. So yeah, you asked for it and you got it. All right. Okay, so I see Mohib is trying to speak because his thing keeps lighting up, but I'm not seeing anything or not hearing any voice.
Hello, I'm testing my mic. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Zoom is in the building. Hello, everybody.
Oh wow, Zulu.
Hello.
Jeez. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of people.
Like we said, Hebrew. Shalom.
So yeah, there's a lot of people that's involved right now. This is crazy. Okay, this is kind of better than Hangouts, to be honest with you. I'm just wondering, how do I get...
There's way more people in here than Hangouts.
Yeah.
You can get a lot more people in here. Yeah, but it gives the opportunity for a bit of chaos if everyone's speaking at the same time. That's the case.
Indeed.
You can still meet people though. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to work out. Last time I made it, how can I put it? The whole screen was filled up with the live show, and right now it's just a little.
Are you trying to get this to go live?
No, this is live already.
Already?
Yeah.
Come on, you there?
Yeah.
Go to your settings.
Okay.
Bottom left.
Uh-huh. What should I do now?
Yep. Let it catch up. There's a 5-second delay.
Cool.
Right, go to voice and video.
Voice and video.
Click on it. Click on voice and video.
Yep, I'm here.
You're on voice database.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see the gain on that. Yeah, there's no. Okay, so the still automatically determine your sensitivity. You just go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Up.
Yep, this is it.
You're going down, dude.
There's a serious delay then. I'm stationary right now.
Right, cool. So you see the little tab on the right. Disable that. This next to automatically determine input sensitivity. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that. Right, now what you want to do is you want to bring the gain ever so slightly to the left. What that's going to do is that's going to make it more sensitive, so that when you talk, the start and end of your will be cut out. So you've got to take it down. I would say if the bar is 100%, you need to take it down to about 40%.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it on like 51 decibels. Hopefully, that should be fine. Okay.
I would say bring it in. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll try.
Play around with it though.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll see what we can do. All right. I don't even know how to moderate this now because this is just mad different.
Yeah. Now we can actually hear you. We can actually hear everything that you're saying.
Oh, perfect. All right. Let me actually get Mohib on. Okay. So Mohib, come on.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes, we can. Today,
yes.
Obviously, understandably. Hello. What's just happened there?
Mohib, are you still talking? Because we can't hear you.
Yeah, I went silent for a moment, but okay. Calling me out yesterday, understandably. I've been kind of what took place, and obviously, you were there, the heat of the moment, and I guess kind of for your supporters, have been abusing me, calling me all the names under the sun, which has been, hold on a second. Nick, nothing personal, but sorry, Mohib, carry on. You came on and you portrayed a perspective of what happened. I think you were very unfair towards me. When you casting everyone as the mob, where it was kind of evident that you were up there with all of us. I think it was a great day for recently up in Park, especially in the videos, putting my arm around Tam. Now, what happened with you? It was already kind of a very kind of, and I believe between me and you, Callum, I've always been kind and courteous towards you. I've always given you opportunity to speak. I've always defended you, Callum, and the way that you
have portrayed this as being quite unfair.
Okay. Please tell me what have I said. Concerning you that you feel as though it's been unfair.
You mentioned yesterday on the live chat how somebody comes to your face and kind, which I do think I am, and likewise I think you've always treated me with respect, in all situations, including. I felt that when I came on the show with Tan, obviously the audience aren't able to see who's on the show, who isn't on the show, and obviously that I was kind of made invisible. And when I tried to speak on 2 occasions, I believe I was shut down. I was using, obviously you can see now I'm fine. I was using my phone on the second occasion just to prove to myself that what you were doing was quite manipulative. You had an agenda, wanted to get, and you silenced me, which is unfair. However, what you did on the live stream yesterday was unfair because you said that I was a disingenuous person. Raj has labelled me a Rottweiler because I don't know if you remember, it's on COE's channel. When people I kind of singled him off for suggesting that he was going to come into the park and do some Islam bashing, as he said, and I pulled him up on that, and I said, and he called me a Rottweiler because I have this kind of persona where it kind of looks very aggressive, but as you know, I'm very, very small and harmless in given my size. But I just felt like you painted me in a certain way, which wasn't fair.
Okay, may I ask you a question? Do you think that you was acting out of character on Sunday?
I believe everyone was acting out of character. I believe that you're somebody who's antagonized me for a while.
Okay, so let me get you to stop then. So you would say you was acting out of character. Would you say this is normal behavior? In respect to me, would you say that you normally behave in that manner towards myself?
Okay.
Okay. Let me just let's stay on topic. Brother. Let's stay on topic.
I'm just saying that.
We could discuss the side points afterwards.
I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing what happened on Sunday. On many occasions, I've held my tongue with you, and yes, it was a heated situation. When I see you talking to yes, I acted in a way that was it wasn't. It was really aggressive. And looking back on it, I think that given the circumstances, me, Callum. Like I would be aggressive verbally, but physically, I wouldn't touch you. I pushed you because you barged into me. So to suggest that I was being violent anyway. However, towards you regarding misdirecting a lot of hostility towards you.
Mm-hmm. And I wasn't the only person you barged as well. Do you understand that?
Who are you referring to?
You also pushed a white guy who some people said was a undercover police officer.
This white woman that you're referring to?
No, white man. He was
an undercover police officer. At the time, police were just coming out of the woodwork, and I saw them with their radios, and I didn't know who was who to trust. So I think pushed him, but that was really kind of blocking me off from.
Okay.
Mentality has watched with me because this same white woman helped spark this situation. Woman came back to the park that evening and she got arrested for attacking me. She actually did get arrested. I still got the foot. I'm just letting everyone see that happen and get on this kind of agenda and this witch hunt of release the videos. Problem.
Okay, so I'm thinking because you laid a claim to me to say that I labeled you disingenuously, um, you know, and I don't think I have labeled you disingenuously. I've said quite clearly you're a person who we've had quite friendly relationships, and then all of a sudden, we're now having some form of assault or some form of pushing from your behalf and some type of aggressive behavior and so forth. So I don't think.
You barred me first, so I push you in that way. I would never raise my hand to you.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. So let's move on swiftly. I'm not saying that I did actually barge you, but let's just move on swiftly though. So who else have we got in here that would like to come in and actually discuss?
Can I say something?
Yes, Zulu. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like Marv, whatever his name is being a bit disingenuous. I feel like when you're in a crowd like that, you probably felt, oh, let me get one quick push. I feel like what it is like if it was a one-to-one situation, I wouldn't have put his hands on him. That's a fact. He's a smaller guy, and I feel like for him to come here now and apologize and then pay, you can say you and hold on. And you didn't apologize, which makes it even worse. Yeah. You came in here to say, Callum, you budged into me, that's why I pushed you. Yes. It's pathetic. The way you did it was pathetic. And it's almost like you were going with the crowd, you put away all of the other nice interactions you've had with him, and you thought, let me just join in. And you pushed him. And you just
explain to you how Callum has been.
You pushed me like that. Anyway, that's all I've got to say regarding that situation. I know I'm like this.
I was kind of explaining how I was being punished by Callum all the time for it. Him and Gabs were mocking me. You can see it yourself. And I actually took it down just to have a copy of it. You can see them kind of pointing fingers and mocking me.
In what way did Adam mock you?
It was in March. You'll see that they.
I've just seen the video back. Yeah, you're standing in front of the man. You stop him moving.
You're pushing him. You're such a liar. This guy is a snake.
You didn't have your hands raised. You walked into him. What you talking about, man? You're being aggressive. You ain't seen aggressives. You're
the kind of guy that will come to you and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I was off hand. When they were proud, yeah, you had like a big.
Right, I've just. Crowd. I approached Callum on a few occasions. You see it on COE's channel. I've approached on a few occasions, telling him that I'm very offended with what he's done and what he said.
Okay, so here, can I just ask you a question, please? You said that this all happened in March. Why did you wait until now to?
It's not just a single incident. I explained to you a few days prior to that. I was on the TAN live stream, and I was kind of made it visible, and my mic muted, so I wasn't able to talk when given the opportunity to talk. So it's not just a case of, I said this person has been antagonizing me for a while, and I've held my tongue with this person. But this person has every right to kind of, I'm not even offended by the barge, and I don't know why he's calling it assault. Kind of say about that, but
Moe, if you walked into him aggressively, I've just watched the video back. What do you mean?
I'm standing still, my friend.
I've just seen you, mate. I've just seen you slither your way through like a snake, yeah? Just
You're a liar. You're a snake. Snake.
Right.
Callum, don't take this man seriously.
Okay. Come on. Let's.
Nothing wrong yesterday, yeah?
There's nothing wrong, fam. I'm on your side, fam.
All right, love, family, love. But let me just keep the name calling down to the minimum.
I think it was very easy for Callum to switch and to get aggressive with people that were being aggressive towards him. But I commend him for the way he behaved.
You commend him while you pushed him, you idiot.
All right, Zulu, hold it down. You guys, mute your mics off. Mute your mics, okay? because we don't want to be offensive on here. We want to just remain, keep the the normal Titans TV rules. Keep your mics muted, although it's not the same hangouts as normal. And please, no ad hominems or abuse to the audience. Okay, please. All right. So let's just see who else is up in here that would like to actually speak. Unfortunately, we don't have the system where we can just choose the individuals to actually unmute their mics. But let me just see. The first person to open up their mic and say something, just say hello real quickly, and I'll see what order we can get it in. Okay, so Rich LK. Peace to you, King. What's good? Okay, could I get you guys to Ali Pali? Just mute your mic real quickly. Yeah, cool. Please, yeah, moderators. Because this is all new to me, so I don't know exactly how to mute everybody on this. Okay. All right. Sorry, Mohib, did you say something?
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope you can appreciate my perspective. It seems like a lot of people are riled up, and I think that you have a duty to try and paint things in the right light. I don't have anything against you. I think you are entitled to your perspective, your point of view, and I won't paint you in a way that you're not.
Awesome, no problem, King. That's fine. That's fine.
Salam.
All right, salam. Okay, family. I see we've got Sarah trying to get in. So if you can, he's inside of the general chat. Okay, so I don't know how you guys could make him a moderator. No, actually, don't make him a moderator just yet because he needs to get hang of it. But just let him come in somehow. Okay. Let's see. So we had, who did we have? Sorry, we had Rich LK that was speaking before, but I couldn't quite hear him. So Rich LK, if I can get you to unmute your mic again and just say a few words.
Yeah, I don't believe more. We got a show about talking about them.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. I could imagine. But let's not give that any attention. So, who else would like to come on and have their say? Yep, I believe that's Dominant Fools. Go ahead, King.
Whatever the people said about you about Sunday, especially with I think he had I think was it Brother Callum? Because I think it was him.
Sorry, because I don't know. My signal must be very poor because I could hardly hear anybody. Could I just get you to say that again?
Did you have a discussion with our brother known as Brother Hadi on Sunday?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that you did a good job and keep up the good work.
All right, give thanks, my brother. Give thanks. I appreciate you, man. All right. Who else? Who else would like to just come on, just unmute your mic and say something real quickly? Run from your wife. I see you. Did you want to say something?
No. I wanted to say that Ali Pali, I've removed him from the live show. He's making some noises.
Okay. No problem. All right. So please, family.
Is it okay if I can ask some questions?
Yes. Go ahead, Zulu.
Regards to the interview you had with, is it true that anyone was muted, or is it true that people when they were trying to speak, they were muted on broadcasting or anything like that?
Yes. We basically, there is an option on there. So as soon as anybody joins the live stream, basically, you're basically muted, and I believe it's got an option to say not shown in broadcast. Okay, so of course you know us already. We've had so many troubles with trolls coming on, showing porn on the web, on the on the videos, trying to get us shut down. So I decided this time around, let's see if we can, change things around a bit. Let's see if we can actually stop that from happening. And so of course, everybody was muted as soon as they joined, and I had to select who would be unmuted and who would be shown in the broadcast for the live stream itself. And of course, we already made it pretty much clear that we didn't want, anybody from any other community except from the black community to come onto the show, because people were complaining about the previous show that we didn't have enough black voices or people from the black community representing their thoughts and opinions.
Yes, the reason why I asked that is because I was told from Buddha and other people that when you said, okay, you can speak, they were muted.
Yep, I think
something like that.
Yeah, I think what happened was they were speaking, and we, us inside of the chat are listening to them speak. But unbeknownst to me, because their icon itself hasn't been clicked to show in broadcast, okay, everybody else can't hear them, but it's only us inside of the broadcast can hear them. And you will see on the videos, you'll have like a long minute or so of silence where they're speaking, and we're thinking that everybody else can hear them. But of course, because of the settings, as soon as somebody jumps out and then jump back in again, it automatically makes them invisible for everybody to see.
Okay, that makes sense, because there's a portion of the end when Ezra was talking to Gabs. We couldn't hear Gabs. We can only hear Ezra.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So Gabs had already jumped out. I might have not even been in the chat, but as soon as everybody joined, nobody can be seen on the broadcast if you jumped out and jump back in again.
Perfect. Thank you for that clarification. I just wanted to know that. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, who's that? Taji? No, sorry. Who else was that? Sorry. Okay, how you doing, King?
Not too bad. First, I was speaking to you.
Awesome.
You probably seen me on YouTube. About it, chatting about that fellow was chatting about Indo. You saw that content of everything.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I watch your show regularly. I think you're one of the smartest guys to speak on it. Plus, overall as well. I appreciate all the effort you put in. I'm a fellow Muslim myself, and I don't even appreciate half the time how they're preaching. If they don't want to listen to you, they don't have freedom of moving away from you or not to speak to you. They don't need to be rude or arrogant with you. You're just doing your bit, and that's it. But the reason I'm watching you on YouTube, I understand that you're doing on YouTube to get rid of all the not
Yes.
however, you do something about it because I want to watch your video. Sound at the moment, isn't that good? I know you're learning about this course, but something that you want. So I see if Allah is gay, that reaction, I'm not an
Right.
Right, I'm kicking Raj. I just muted him, but okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Is it possible for you to speak up a little bit? Speak up a little bit louder.
I can't tell if you can hear me or not. So if you can, I know you're learning about this Discord and also broadcasting live on YouTube as well. But if you can also sort out the YouTube side, I can continue watching for that. I don't really participate much. I like to rather watch and listen. Muted. Right. So Kalam, what's actually happening is that there's so many people in here that the bandwidth is getting sucked up by your by the voice. So are you down? From your wife, I'm going to jump out. Yeah. Please allow my
Okay, so
Do you have anything else running in the background? Come on.
Nope, just the OBS.
Just the OBS.
Yeah.
No, no Safari, no nothing.
Nothing
like
else. Nothing else. Just the OBS.
Right, sweet.
Quite
So
possibly, I'm screen sharing as well, so maybe that's another thing that's bringing it down.
It shouldn't be a problem.
No,
but we'll go from. We'll try this for now.
Yeah, you're coming through clear now, Callum.
All right, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, you are. Sweet.
Cool.
So obviously, just make sure you don't have anything running in the background because that chews through the bandwidth. If it chews through the bandwidth, then people can't hear you on the show, or they can't see the visual.
Okay, cool. Your volume is coming through good. All right, perfect. All right. I don't even know how much longer I actually want to spend on here. So, you guys talk to me, and yeah, talk to me. So we got who wanted to speak?
I want to hear from Sarah. I mean, he's been jumping in and out. Yeah, where's he going? Sarah, if you're out there somewhere, ping me. I'll get you sorted out. You'll be able to jump on.
Hello there.
Hey, why so religious? How you doing, man?
I'm alright, thank you. I just want to say, man, it's kind of disgraceful that they kicked a person out of a public square and saying that he's not going to come back. And then, you know, all he's doing is raising the question, raising the debate. And he's being punished for using what is supposed to be freedom of speech. You know, it's ridiculous. I can see why a lot of people would want to stifle someone's speech, you know, but that doesn't make it right.
Indeed.
Why so religious? We first need to establish what really happened, because there's so much confusion, so many emotions, that at the moment I don't think we're in a situation that we can assess what really went on and when and how and why.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, the whole issue comes down to somebody wanting to speak, and then the video that I saw, such as a cop saying, "Oh no, we're going to get him out of here," you know, and then people were even asking, "Are they going to pay for extra security because when he's here, he's going to get people riled up?" It's a lack of agency that we're talking about here, where people try to blame people's speech for their actions towards them.
I think Tyler definitely worked on for the government because he wanted this reaction. He's been kicked out before. It's nothing new to him. But yeah, in that case, we can't let him win by rushing him out like that. I think there's other ways we could have gone about it, but definitely he's an agent. I agree. You can't just say people are working for the government without any proof. That sounds like craziness. Well, I'm using about 60% intuition. 60%. There's a lot of information. Like if you watch his videos, for example. I'd say it's about 90% intuition, to be honest. Well, if you watch the interview, right, a few days ago, you can see that he looked like he was in a hotel because of the lighting. It's the way he moves around and the way he conducts himself. And honestly, the whole cop situation kind of made me think that as well because of the way he was so heavily protected so quickly. And how there was undercover cops as well. This kind of stuff actually makes me start to think now. The cops were already hovering around him because of the nature of his speech, because he could see he was gathering a hostile crowd.
Is that justified, though? That's the question. Is it justified to hover around a person just because... not be kicked out. Okay, I concur, but still, should somebody be hovered around by police just because they say something that makes other people lose their sense of agency?
Conspiracy. There's no real evidence. All we know.
I agree.
All we know that TITANS has been controversial for a long time. Now,
it all comes down to the cops giving in to mob rule, basically.
No. Sorry. Please have you care towards public. Now, TITANS is quite well known.
So what we're going to do? Control these 30 angry folks, or just get rid of the problem?
No, but those people have you care towards public, especially if they know that some people have such life or something like that.
So obviously they're going to go for the easy option, ain't they?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Hang on, is there any good in speculating here now? Come on, nobody really knows this. Is this really worth our time?
Sorry. I'm not speculating. What I'm trying to say is that let's not have conspiracy like he's an agent. He's probably not an agent. They're just protecting him for a care to like things like that. Now, if you watch the video properly, you see the other police officer, even the regular police officer, for his name. Now, he took hand to the past. He's the one who directed that. Not the CID, not Secret Service, or anything else. He's done that, right? And I don't think that the word was the best either. So Han is that's what he is. No conspiracy. Han is just pushing the limit. He's just purposely pushing controversial. That's all. I don't think he's an agent. If you look about why would
People still there?
why would the government want to help out Han, take his phone, all that, when they don't even like Tommy Robinson, let alone Han? Who's Han to the government? He's not a big, he's just a little man in secret corner.
People are talking, I can't hear nobody.
Alright, can I
hear me?
Yes, I can hear everyone talking. So
I can hear it now.
It's not,
You heard everyone.
okay. Now I can speak.
So who can't hear? Wait, could you not, Nick Dudley, could you not hear that? What TN Zulu was saying?
Yeah, I couldn't hear none of it.
Right, that means you've got him muted. So you need to unmute him, dude.
No, he's on mute, mate.
He's unmuted. So TN Zulu, talk please.
Hello.
Did you hear that, Nick Dudley?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly now.
Right, cool, sweet. Let's go.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is let's analyze this from the start when he first came. When he first came, he hated on Islam. His speech wasn't as offensive as it became, of late or of the past few year or so. But when he first came, he disagreed with the religion, and he had a few debates. He was a bit of a comedian, right? So I believe personally what happened is, due to his videos accumulating a lot of views, I believe he was encountered or sponsored by a lot of, not even EDL, a lot of British First people or freedom of speech people, right? Who feel that his videos will birth some kind of revolution, right? And I feel like now he's become more aggressive because he's realizing the influence he's showing. So this is why he will say things like, Allah's gay and so on and so on, because he knows that by doing this, that in his view, it will spark a revolution to those that agree with it. So this is the kind of agency I'm talking about. I'm talking about an agency. I personally don't believe he agrees with half of the things he said. Personally.
Well, the EDL don't really exist anymore. They're irrelevant. There's just like 20 balance nobody cares about or nobody listens to.
No, this is why I said that it has to be like a freedom of speech organization, some kind of revolution group or whatever. He said it himself. The reason why he got tattoos is because he doesn't want to look like a nerd. Okay, there's a lot of things he does. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me about this one. I'm telling you, watch out for him.
Or he could be just a normal guy who's just happens to be controversial in the name for himself. He's not working for no agency. You'll see him probably a week or a month time, kept doing some same thing somewhere else or coming back to the big corner again. Hello, anyone there?
Yes, I'm here. Everyone's still here. Yeah, it just went quiet for a second. Yeah.
Getting used to this new way.
It's very different. It's a lot bigger.
I can't tell if anyone's listening or
it's all good. Right, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Plan.
Yes.
So basically, have you pushed the reconnect on your Discord? Is that the top?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm actually using my phone, but let me reconnect. And see how it sounds. Okay, testing 1 2 3.
Yep, we got you.
All right, let's just. Yep, you can hear me.
Yep, you sound clear. Perfect, mate.
All right, perfect. Okay, yeah, Well, continue. You guys continue. I'm just here listening in.
We got Raj asking to join real quick.
How is YouTube doing? Is the sound clear on that? Video clear on that? Because I can't check both at the same time. I won't use my phone.
I speak to Kalam after the show to do a few things. It should be okay, but it's semi-okay.
Don't forget for Callum, it's still always
Yes. I will speak to Kalam after.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for what you're doing. Brilliant.
Whoa, is that Stops? Hey, stop spamming. Is that you? Why am I so geed up right now? What's good, man? How are you?
Well, and yourself.
Love. All right, let me fade back out into black, and you lot continue.
What does everyone think of Jedi's appearance? The last night?
Which one are you talking about?
You know, when Callum, Jedi, all of them appeared in that Raji's friend. I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah. Manny something.
I personally didn't have a problem with that.
You mean Moses?
So, Jedi plays and the way he spoke, what do you guys think of that?
You mean Moses' apology?
No, Jedi.
No.
Jedi
Who did he apologize to?
Jedi apologized to Callum, if I'm not mistaken, for the way he stopped him, that's all.
When?
If you're talking about
can you post the video on the chat or something? I never saw any of it. It's a really long video, hours long. Oh, hold on, which channel? Manny's channel. Yeah, Manny. I don't know what that is.
Manny Simeon, man.
If you go to Raji's channel, sometimes he posts his link or his link.
Yo, where's Raj, by the way?
I'm trying to get him to join, but
he's probably doing some painting or drawing.
Can someone send the video? I don't know his channels. I'll try and grab it for you later.
YouTube, just put money in there.
Let's just keep the conversation moving, yeah? We can't all just like sit and watch a video.
Somebody tell me what a bot is. What is this bot thing here?
Yeah, it's just background management stuff.
Yeah. Ads or what? Can you buy these things or what do you do with them?
It's just automated.
Yeah, really. You worry about this, talking and having fun on the show. I'll speak to you about it after, mate. Yeah, after the show we can speak about bots.
Can you also give me a quick how do you do it? I'm looking out now, but how do you do it normally?
You close bottom left. Yeah, but if you actually want to log out, bottom left, let's say pop up a gear, click that and it will let you log out.
All right, let me come back in then and.
Let's get a conversation actually going.
Yeah, let's get it popping then. Okay, so I'm on my phone, so I'm able to read out some of these messages. Shouts out to you, Smile. Is Callum around? I wanted to say that he was treated at the park was disgraceful. Okay, peace. Let's see who else is here. We got Rap Boy for real. It is no point if anyone goes up to a group of black men then they going to get bashed up if they start saying N-word. Okay. All right. So, you guys drop me some comments inside of the comment section. Just simply say Titans TV. Just type Titans TV and let's get it in. I need a link for the hangouts. There's no hangouts, okay? Everything is on, what's this thing called? Discord. Okay, so just join us on Discord and you'll be able to come in and have a conversation with us. Okay. So, let's quickly see. Let me see. So if you got anything to say to us right now and you want us to read out, simply type Titans TV. On Mover says, big up Callum, gang. Should apologize to you. Run from your wives, then you are good if you have headphones. All right. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. Remember, just type Titans TV. So let's get into some form of conversation. I know a lot of you guys really want to speak about, what transpired over Speaker's Corner. yeah, what transpired over Speaker's Corner this Sunday. So if there is anything in particular that you guys want to discuss, cannot hear your guest speakers. Audio is top bad. Okay. All right. Let me know as well if you lot can hear us, right? But let me know if you can hear us, and also let me know what about Speaker's Corner you would like to discuss, and we'll open it up for everybody to jump in and have their 2 pence, okay? But let's stick to one topic at a time, and let's not conflate different issues. All right.
I'm the turn to write the channel live show down, so that's going to make it so that it's more clear. Well, it's less clearer, but everyone can talk. So let me know that and turn it to 4K. Well, yeah, let's everybody talk.
All right. I need you to repeat what you said again, please. Run from your wife, because I didn't hear you. Say it.
I've just turned on the quality of the bit rate, so everyone should be able to talk, and it should be a lot more.
Okay, so yeah, let's make sure we kick that person out.
Yeah, got him.
It's not even me. We need to just kick him out. Okay,
right, cool.
He's one of those trolls. Okay.
Yeah. I've got a question.
Go ahead.
Is there any way that you can suggest that we can get some facts into because there's a lot of speculation going on what happened on Sunday. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of different views. There's a lot of things that went on. Is there any way? Because I think there are 2 different things. One is we need to agree on what TAN actually represents, and just get it on a neutral level. And then somehow, some facts on there, what actually happened, because some people say police threw him out and he was kicked out, and there's a lot of speculation. Do you have any idea how we can put this on to basis that is discussable, like a platform of facts?
Yes. So there is a video that is actually posted where you can see how it actually started. So if I was to give you a quick rundown of what actually happened, we see Tan, he was at the coffee section basically, and Jedi and other individuals came up to him, and there was something going on there, some type of altercation, but that kind of got moved. There was 2, some people say undercover police officers. They seem to not be aware of the Tan situation at all. They said that we were just here having coming here to get a coffee or something like that, if you go re-watch the video. So there wasn't undercover police officers that was escorting Tan around the park or anything like that. It didn't seem like that. They were just there because there was a festival going on, and they say that they were just there, getting tea or getting coffee. But anyways, Tan begins to speak to Jedi, because Jedi, I think, screamed at a woman who says, I'm here, trying to get some ice cream or something along those lines. And he screamed at her, effing and blinding at her. And then, Tan proceeds to, say, this is why, white people, I'm not too sure with Tan's accent, call you guys niggers and monkeys, okay, because you behave as such. And then he continues to say, do you want me to read out my manifesto? And then he begins to read out his manifesto. G-circle, touch 1, touch all, touch G-circle, G-spots. And he was really trying to mock and make fun of the whole G-circle movement. I think Jedi must have asked him a question. He says, yeah, you are a nigger. You are a nigger. So he was, definitely trying to be offensive, was being abusive. One could say, he was using, one could say that it is hate speech. One could say that it is hate speech, indeed. And then I think, we get a long shot of him actually walking off somewhere. Everybody else is crowding around him. He then proceeds to, I think, try to read out his manifesto. Then the Moroccan guy, I believe, snatches the or snatches the manifesto out of his hand and proceeds to throw it into the crowd. Another young lady picks up the manifesto, tries to bring it back to Tan. I'm not too sure what happens there, if the manifesto gets taken away again or it gets ripped up. Something happens there. And then afterwards, it seems as though that everything was being escalated. The women were around, standing around. Then the police officers, or the undercover police officers, started to escort Tan out, and more people came, crowding around, making noise. And then I think more police officers started to come, and then he was literally escorted out of the park. He was walking out of the park. I think they got held up a little bit. You had Omar, who is called Rat Boy, then starts to, really come into Tan's face. Somebody shouts out, let's rush him, or let's rush them. And then, you hear Tan shouting out, like something along the lines of, like leave the women alone. And then, he continues to walk out of the park. Police officers, now grab Tan, now escort him across moving traffic. They literally commandeer the bus. There's about 20 police officers surrounding the bus and the surrounding area, creating a cordon to stop everybody from coming onto the bus and to kind of remove everybody off the bus as well. So that's up to the point of Tan being escorted out. So if you guys want to speak on that, let's open it up.
I mean, I think it's funny that, people always want to say hate speech. But look at, UK has it completely weird over there. Look at how many people they'll ban for hate speech. But the different side of them allow into it and preach inside of various mosques and stuff. But they'll say that people are causing hate speech. How is a cop saying he's not allowed back in the park, even if it's just for one day? How would that not hate speech?
Okay.
I don't believe in hate speech, but I think that it should be able to be flipped on people.
Let me just clarify, okay? Let me quickly clarify. The police officer, Steve, he never said that Tan is not allowed back into the park, okay? And he seems as though he was being very tactical with his words, as to say, Tan will not be coming back to the park, okay? And that might be for several reasons. Not for that he is not allowed back into the park at all, but maybe because Tan may be leaving the UK very soon, i.e., by next week Sunday, he might have been gone. He might have, departed from the UK. Full stop. He was hinting at the fact that Tan's stay here isn't for long. Tan will be leaving soon. So maybe him saying that is not to say that Tan was banned, but simply saying that Tan will not be returning.
The concept that I'm bringing up is even him saying he's not coming back. That could be interpreted in various ways. But even if it is the concept that he was thrust out of there, and then there's this public statement by a law officer saying he's not coming back, even if it's just that day, and that he's allowed back the next week, why wouldn't that be defined as hate speech? It's limiting other people's speech. That's pretty much what all hate speech is wanting to do, is trying to limit other people's speech. I'm from America. I don't have to worry about people trying to label me with hate and laws against me.
I hear you. I think as an officer of the law and somebody who has authority over the park, I think he was trying to pacify the people and calm the tempers that had already risen inside of the park. So I don't, we would definitely have to speak with Steve to see what is going on. But I think what he did do was a very smart move to kind of calm people down at the time, okay? And I think he was being very tactical with his words, not to say explicitly that Tan is banned, but to say that Tan will not be, he will not be returned. I can't remember his exact words, but it wasn't, in a sense of a permanent, he won't be returning permanently. It was in the sense of he won't be coming back for now. And I think that was because Tan is literally leaving the country soon. Of course, he's only here on a visa, and that visa is soon to run out. So I don't think we have seen the last of Tan. But I think that, definitely this needs to be the last of Tan for, at least this month. at least until the tempers actually do decrease. And Steve also said that, his approach of policing, is going to change at Speaker's Corner, right? And there will be repercussions for all the actions that people did, partake on at Speaker's Corner last Sunday.
Do you think more policing or more lack of discussion, if you will, is the best action? Do you think that it's better to try to step between these people and make a decision saying, "Oh, I'm here to protect you"? Well, why aren't those people being held accountable by their own agencies, by their own actions? To me, it seems like when people say something that I find offensive or I don't like, it's not up to me to say, "Get him out of here," because he said something that makes me want to hit him. And I think that's where we're going as a society. You can see it from the left, especially with these anti-fascist organizations and just people in general. They take it where they think that because they're offended, they have the right to actually affront people.
Yeah, with you, I hear you. Let me open it up to everybody else because I want to mute my mic again and kind of relax. I want to relax, baby. So you guys continue the discussion. Run from your wife. I know you're going to be moderating, my G. And again, I just want to give you a big shout out, a big thanks for actually setting up the Discord. And again, if any of you guys would like your own Discord channel and it to be professionally run, I definitely suggest you go towards Run From Your Wife. And I'm sure he'll be there to help you along the way. All right, so yeah, let's open it up now, and you guys just have a conversation.
Right, so you don't want to stay on the whole... Right.
The police, it should be the judicial branch. The police make the charge, the judicial branch decides what the actual sentencing should be.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but when you're putting stuff with, there's so many people at Speaker's Corner, I just don't know that it's like logistics-wise. Like, if you saw the amount of people that kicked off in the video, it's got to be, 30, 40 people you're taking to court. Like, I just don't know that there's the time or resources to it.
They were able to arrest and try Tommy Robinson in 5 hours, so I'm pretty sure they can take it.
But he's high profile, right? So, like, if he's high profile, he's going to garner a lot more attention compared to, like, your average bloke at Speaker's Corner. I think, honestly, the only solution is just more policing, zero tolerance. People will fall into line pretty quick when they can't get away with it. And then hopefully we can go back to the good old days.
Well, there should also then be there should be a list of rules, of what is prosecutable, what could get you ejected. If it's just the concept of someone coming up and saying what, everybody would agree racist words,
but maybe they're not with racist intent. You know, everybody wants to talk about context. So what? You know, somebody was asking earlier in the chat, is racist statements free speech? Well, of course they are. You know, free speech is supposed to go against us that other people dislike.
Yeah, this is what I was saying.
Sorry,
I was saying in the speech that racist statements do come under free speech.
Right, I'll speak then. Yeah, I agree with you, but I think you have to look at the practicality of things rather than the principle. Like, I just don't know. I don't know that's practical.
Just allowing people to speak freely. You don't think that's practical?
Think of it this way, yeah. If someone's just got a speech and that's all they're saying constantly, right? For the police to devote themselves to protect that individual when there could be 10, 20, 30 men trying to like jump him, like it just seems way easier just to ask the person to leave the park. Like,
so that's what I was just speaking about, lack of agency. It's people thinking that because they're offended, they have the right to affront. And that's not the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, if you do something that causes bodily harm or threatens a person, you're held accountable. The word nigger does not threaten people.
I can appreciate that.
I think the problem is
you should guarantee violence, like regardless of the principles. I think you have to take the option that's going to prevent the violence. I know you don't want to let like the bullies win or whatever, but to some extent they have. If they're willing to like kick off, I don't know that there's much can be done.
Get those mob mentality.
I don't support it, but I think it's not necessarily realistic to think that you can quash it.
To me, it seems like you're supporting mob mentality against one person, because you just mentioned that because there's more people and the cops have to protect, it makes more sense for that one person to lose their freedoms, their rights, because of mob mentalities.
Right. What happened not too long ago, yeah? Could have got pretty violent. We can agree on that much, right? And if Sun had stayed, it very likely would have got more violent. So, given the choice, asking Tan to leave.
Why not ask the other people to leave? Ask the people who are causing the problem to leave instead of the person who's starting the debate.
I mean, you can try, but it's pretty easy to blend into a crowd. There's no way you're going to get most of the people.
Scared, that's why.
Well, there is that as well, but I just don't think how many police do you have down speakers nowadays? I haven't seen that. Trying to control like a mob of 50 people or whatever. I just don't think it's realistic.
So if I get a group of people and you're at speaker's corner and I just flood you and say that I feel like your speech is offending me and I have the right to affront you, I have 40 people that agree with me, you would support the concept that you have to be ejected and not us.
I'm not saying I agree with it in principle, but I think for the sake of keeping peace, it makes the most sense for the police. If the police are trying to keep the peace, like regardless of like legalities here, if they're trying to keep the peace, surely they should prioritise the option that sort of generates the least violence.
Well, so police are supposed to protect people's freedoms. It's not supposed to be that they are supposed to worry about, you sign up for a job that is a dangerous job and that's dedicated to keeping people's freedoms and rights in all equal scenarios. It's not supposed to be based off the concept there's more people on the left side of the chat, so the right side has to leave. And I saw the video of Titans TV Kalam, where some dude put his hands on Kalam's head. In America, that dude would probably get shot, and nobody would say shit about it. I'm just being honest. They'd be like, yep, he touched him. All Kalam would have to say is, I felt threatened, and then came over the internet. But Kalam, he did the right thing, the man thing, where he just, okay, don't touch me. I'm going to keep moving forward. So you can respect that. But he would have been in his full right to defend himself and put the hurt on that guy if he wanted to, But But you think the cops were going to side with if they came and saw that? They probably were going to side. In your theory, because Kalam was surrounded by more people that disagreed with him, they would ask Kalam to eject himself, even though he was the one who was being assaulted.
And you let him get away with it once, they'll get away with it again. So no, it can't.
The thing is, with that one guy, it's really easy to single him out and like get rid. Like I completely agree, he should be banned.
But what I'm saying though is just one guy bumping into him, trying to stop him.
Right, the two or three guys, because there was that other fella as well. Fair enough. But what I mean is, the majority of the crowd weren't getting violent. They were supporting it and they were kind of like egging it on, but they weren't actually getting violent. Those people are still a problem, and those are the people I don't think it's realistic to think you can just like deploy the police basically to get rid of, because I think there's too many of them. You don't want to run into a situation where you need like 30 police down the park.
Why not? Why not? If it protects people's freedoms, why not? Isn't that what cops are there for? To help protect people's freedoms and keep them safe?
It is, but that makes me think that in charge of that patch basically does a cost-benefit analysis, says it's not worth it for us to deploy that many police. So, shut it down.
The people should vote about that instead of just a cost analysis based on politicians. The politicians are the ones who are enforcing these laws to keep people stifled at their speech anyways. So maybe it should be a public vote about how many cops they feel should be down there to protect the individuals.
Yeah, but again, that's an idealistic way to look at it, because we won't get a public vote. Like it just won't happen.
It's idealistic?
No, but expecting the local councillor or whatever, like give a referendum on how many police to deploy. It just won't happen. If it should happen, and like the direct democracy people should decide, they won't be given the choice. So, unfortunately, I don't know that it's really worth entertaining, because it's just a pipe dream. I know what you're saying, though. Like, I agree with you.
I'll just disagree, and I'll leave it be. I'll let the people.
I don't know if anyone has anything they want to say, or.
So the police did not go hang out. They protected these people's speech, and previous week and so forth. They asked him to leave, most likely for his safety, right? Because he started his speech. If you watch some videos, you see near the cafe area, he was racially insulting Jedi, right? And he didn't do nothing. He didn't get physical. He just approached him, and from there, other people started gathering, and it became really, it seems like really out of control. And suddenly, the undercover cops told Tan just to leave, basically, for his own protection. And they didn't, as Callum said, I don't think they banned one speaker's corner. They probably squeezed better, or you just probably told him to pull down. In England, what we have is public order policy as well. The police have the security of the public. So they took the best option of taking a problem like Tan away from speaker's corner, so everyone calms down and gets march again.
Yeah, I can probably pretty much agree with that, to be honest.
And to be fair, that you can't compare American judicial system, policy and law and freedom of speech in England. England has many laws in regards to hate speech. Not everything is free. We have race relations laws, we have age laws, and so forth. Right? It's there to protect vulnerable people. It's there to protect the minority people. America doesn't have that because they have constitution, which is the first where they have absolute freedom of speech. That's why they can be virtually say racist things to each other in America and move their suit or go to jail.
So if it's to protect minorities, then that means it's to persecute the majority, right?
No one is usually anybody.
Well, you're using the wording.
Yeah, just a little bit. Please let me go through pretty quiet. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do on your end.
I saw that the UK prosecutions for UK hate crime laws are 80% white people. I mean, doesn't it seem kind of weird?
Wait, so sorry, you're saying 80% of the people prosecuted
in the
committing hate crime? Yeah, but our demographics, I think we're 85% white, so that would mean we're actually underrepresented.
No, I get that. I wouldn't say that makes you underrepresented, because when you think about it, seems like there's definitely people who could get charged with hate crimes as far as the U.S. I mean, as far as England, but they never get charged. You know, it's funny to me how Lauren Souther gets banned from the UK for wanting to say that Allah is gay, but they have Sharia marches across the UK, and it's not a problem. You know, so if you're trying to protect the minority, then that means that somebody has to get prosecuted, and that means that it's the majority. If you phrase it from saying that it's the minority that is protecting, then you are saying that it's the majority that's being prosecuted.
Bad thing protecting the minorities?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Everybody's supposed to be equally protected across the law. It's not supposed to be one-sided.
Yeah, I think everything is taken out of context here.
Context.
The law seems to be quite.
I can kind of appreciate what you're saying, though. Like, if a white person and, say, a minority commits the same act of hate speech, one's more likely to be prosecuted than the other. I don't have stats on that, but it wouldn't surprise me if that were true, just out of the risk of people not wanting to come across racist, those sort of things. Like, but I don't know.
And religion has a lot to do with it too. If you're, especially if you're a certain religion, you're going to get away with a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm not sure. I think the police commissioner is definitely one of those people who's a bit sort of like playing their cards safe. They're not willing to sort of run the risk of being called racist. So I don't know. Maybe we need to look to get a new commissioner in place, but I don't know how we'd go about doing that.
And to answer Mo Bill, he said, "Why so religious? Did you just advocate blowing someone's head off if they were to lay a hand on you?" There's a difference in America. If somebody attacks you, they might have a gun. They might have a knife. You know, stand your ground states, not all of America, but there's a lot of them, where if somebody attacks you, you're allowed to use the full extent of the law in the sense of the self-defense to protect yourself and your property and your family. You know,
every state.
I said that. That's exactly what I said, that it's not in every state.
It's a minority state that has that. Majority state,
that's not, well, no, in America, every state you have the law to carry a gun. The only difference is the cost of it. As far as like in Arizona, you can carry a gun, but all you have to have is an Arizona state ID, and then you can publicly carry. Now, of course, if you look at places like in Chicago, there's different laws of that. It's a lot more stricter. But those are also the places with the worst crime. You know, places that. But as far as the free speech issue, I was just mentioning that Kalam, that's the difference in y'all's country, where you know the police, you know they are not as serious. It doesn't seem like as far as in America. In America, for the most part, it has to be private security that keeps people from exhibiting their freedom of speech. Essentially, there are some cases where college campuses have been shut down due to for various freedom of speeches, but that's also that the police chiefs have ordered them to stop enforcing the freedom laws, to allow free speech. So that's actually coming from up down, and that's really anti-American in a way. But y'all have it so much different, it seems, there, Well, it's just weird to me how you're siding essentially with the concept that because 40 people feel like they can cause a big problem, and that one person has to leave, or that one person should be shut down.
I think, sorry, I still not support it. Maybe I'm just a bit defeatist, and you could probably say it's more that I resign myself to the to the fact it is a case. I'm not pro it happening, but I just kind of accept at current time it's unavoidable. Like, I don't want 40 people to be able to chase a man at the bar.
So if it's 40 against 39, what do you do? Which side do you go?
Well, you know what I mean, though, right? Like, obviously, I mean, that basically sounds like you've got what happened at the when Tommy Robertson came down, and we saw what happened there. So, I mean, I can't really prescribe answers, to be honest with you. It's in an ideal world, you'd be right. I just don't know that, like I said, police, yeah, but the council ain't going to give more police. So what do you do at that point? You've got to work within the bounds, unless people march and protest and that, and you're not going to generate the kind of numbers you need to affect policy.
Why so religious? Can I ask you a question? Do you think it's more to do with your culture that you're the way you are? I'm not saying it's wrong or right. Do you think it's because of your culture, you know, with the whole history of Britain and the US and, you know, your First and Second Amendment right being so powerful and so important to you? Do you think that's more to do with your culture, that you look where you are?
I mean, I don't even own a gun. You know, I am pro-gun. I believe that everybody in America that isn't a convict, a convicted felon, deserves the right to own a firearm. You know, but I've never owned one. You know, so as far as the culture thing, you could say that about me.
Sorry, please don't. Obviously, I'm not saying that you should give. Are you East, West Coast? Where are you? California? Like where?
I was born in the Bible Belt, which
Texas?
Tennessee is exactly where I was actually born.
Okay.
But you know, I grew up around guns. I grew up in what they call the country, where people hunt as often as possible. You know, people are very decadent where I'm from. Hell, it used to be where kids could take their guns to schools on certain days if they were part of a program. And just take a shotgun.
Sorry to, I know we're changing subjects here. But however, you do realize the Second Amendment was not invented on militia to fight against.
You don't. Okay, you're the scholar, right? You're the scholar.
Yeah. Well, no, it's common knowledge.
Did you graduate Yale or Harvard first?
Common knowledge is for militia to fight against England when America didn't really have an army as such. Yeah.
Wait, so you're claiming that the Second Amendment was based off after a war to face England? Because it was 10 years, 11 years after the war.
Wasn't it militia?
No, it's the word militia is in there. There's no doubt about it. But it's also for the freedom of the people to the right to bear arms. I mean, I love how we still have people, law scholars, debating that over here on both sides. But you come up and you just say, nope, it's militia, over with. It's funny how the Supreme Court does not agree with you, and they're the top, it's of law in the country.
They side with
the Supreme Court are lifetime nominees that go back decades. So it really has nothing to do with the current government.
Massive lobby going on to stop this gun.
Wait, you're claiming that the Supreme Court is based off of lobbying groups? So the guy asked me about if I believe it's the culture, why I feel like I feel, and I say most importantly is all laws need to be applied equally, and I feel like the laws that were based in America a good standard, especially for the time, and the concept of amendments really enforce the concept of American laws and such. It might be part of my culture, and that's fine. But I know that in my culture, I don't have to worry about somebody showing up at my door saying that I posted something that is deemed hate speech, and or I could go out into the middle of the street and some cop come up to me and said, somebody has recording me that you said this or that, and you need to talk about it. So to me, that is a better culture.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question.
Right, should we get this back onto the UK now then?
Yes, let's go back to the UK.
All right, because I mean, at this point, I think we might have hit a bit of a like kind of drawn our own conclusions at this point. I think about the whole tan thing and Kalam. So I don't know if maybe there's anything else speakers corner related that anyone maybe wants to introduce as a topic, or if they've got anything else to say on this one, obviously feel free.
Can I just address what seemed to escalate there?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
So Kalam was right what he said. The only difference is, I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, just let me know that. So Tan said, well, this is what white people call you, the N-word, a monkey. And then Jedi said, well, what am I? Am I the N-word or a monkey? And then Tan said, you're both. So I can see, from what I watched, that's what caused the escalation.
Right. And presumably you think it should have escalated, right? Just to confirm.
Well, it was slightly different to what seemed to be said before. It's slightly different. So I'm not saying that makes a change, really. I'm just saying that what was worded by Tan and was slightly different.
Right. Tan could word that better, but I don't know. But me personally, I wouldn't respond to that, but I can't believe Jedi for responding in that way. You know, I mean, would you disagree?
Well, he didn't. This is the thing. He didn't respond to that comment in that precise time.
Yeah, but obviously, did it escalate to that eventually? To him responding to
escalate after probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes after. But initially, there was no escalating. So Jedi did the right thing. Really. He didn't respond to it originally.
So what, do you think maybe like the mob got a bit excited and that kind of got Jedi a bit like he jumped on board after sort of thing?
I think Tan provoked the entire situation, and then Jedi and the people involved responded to it. I mean, personally, I feel that. I mean, I'm not trying to hold Jedi responsible thing, but you know, obviously, it was a very provocative situation. I don't blame Jedi for the way he acted, but I understand it. You know, I don't hold him responsible, but obviously, I feel that in his position, he acted a little bit better. But obviously, it is what it is. So
yeah, like spur of the moment, I think you can't really know how you'll react until you find yourself there. So, yeah. How about we try and I don't know, place a few predictions for next week? Do you reckon anything's going to happen as a result, or do you reckon everything's going to be pretty peaceful?
I hope so.
I just don't know if maybe tensions might be running a little higher, that sort of thing. People on edge.
I think people are going to think more before they react to certain situations. I mean, there is.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I think it'll be the opposite. I think people are going to react more because, like the American guy was saying, if that's the example now, people obviously if we react, we're going to get our way. So
yeah, I guess it does set a bit of a precedent, right? Like if we someone kicked out, but this is hopefully things can hopefully things can settle down, and maybe the problem is just how many people you've got going Speakers Corner nowadays, because it's just so easy to whip up a mob. Like the amount of people attending it. people are rallying behind their favourite speaker's corner personality. They basically become generals. People do whatever they say.
It's always
a shame.
What's the point of controlling speech? What's the point of controlling speech? There's no point, mate.
I mean, I agree with you. Obviously, people are catching feelings and that, especially, I mean, not so much in this case, but like in others, like, especially that Tan was involved in, stuff like insulting a man's religion, that sort of stuff, it's bound to cause conflict. Even if we can agree that it shouldn't.
So what?
Everyone seems to forget. Nobody did not stop anybody speak. Yeah, they allow the speech. What they can't allow is public disorder or violence or hate.
Gain knowledge. Your mic is a bit low, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Guys,
I feel like
one bit like you can right click
Yeah, gain knowledge. Your mic is a bit low, bro. A little bit.
Yeah, we get it.
I get you. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
If his mic is a bit low, right click on his name, and then just turn the user volume up. Clam, obviously, if it's on your side, then you'll need to do that as well. And then the rest of the channel and YouTube can hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, we just had to adjust on RMs, mate. So anyone who's listening,
It's done a bit better now. Yeah.
adjust yourself.
Thank you. I was to say, what I'm saying is this: Speakers Corner did not stop any speech. They were allowed to all those weeks and months that everyone was allowed to speak how they want to. Now, the police and the authority have duty to protect public safety as well as harassment. Also, they have to protect the laws. Like, you cannot swear at somebody individually on a personal level, basic racism, right? Now, they moved Tan away for his own safety and as well as causing any public problem. That's all.
The problem you've got
why did they move him up?
Well, obviously, it's easier to move out 1 than 40, right?
And plus, don't forget, Tan is also being monitored by the police, and he's going on the police security there. You know, I mean, those CID just popped up from nowhere, so they know that Tan probably is going to be a victim. He was himself. So him move away. Once you take Tan away, they were hoping that everything would just peace out.
The problem is though, when you say like public order and all.
You know the essence of Speaker's Corner. You know the essence of Corner. Do you know it? Yes or no? Do you know it? Who's that to me? Yeah, that's to you, bro. Yes, you to speak freely with boundary of law. So why did they chase out Tan and why did the police take out Tan? Tell me why. I think I just explained to myself. For his own safety, people up there were emotional and they will do harm to him. That's all. Now, police don't
shut down.
They don't have enough police to take all those mob out. No? Just not possible.
Isn't it funny that you say to protect him, that they pretty much make one person leave, when the people who were inciting this fear got to stay, and then they could have directed that fear to other people, and then it just caused a whole line of things. So I think it's unique that you say that they're protecting one person, but why did they not feel it important enough to make the people who made the people feared, or the people who were getting scared around these mobs, not to be able to be thrown out? And you mentioned that is because
they knew the majority, they knew who the minority is. They knew it. They knew who the most people are, and they knew the most little people are. They knew Tan and his followers were little. They knew they were like 4 people. Yes or no? And they knew the mob were like 50 people, at least 50 people. Yeah, they knew that. So why did they not get rid of the people? So we don't know.
And if it was to protect them, how come the police didn't start like a little barricade and let him walk away to that bus without being followed by a mob of people and potentially cause bigger accidents? It's not about, these are police police stations and police people are supposed to have mandatory structure inside of their units and inside of their ability to break up people in crowds. This is not something that police units have been practiced for decades. Okay, so the whole thing here is you're trying to make you even say that Tan is the victim here, that he's being scared, but you're not giving agency to the people that did not disperse and followed him all the way to the bus. The police, if nothing else, if they really cared and thought that Tan's life wasn't just about his speech, then they could have made a barricade and separated these people and told them that if you cross this line following this guy, you will be taken to jail. But they never did that, did they?
I'm sure it will change from now. I think that the police officer, a normal police officer today, said things are going to change, and they might have more CCTV or mobile video recording, and some of them probably will get banned. This is probably not over yet. We just, we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes at the moment.
No one is safe, man. No one is safe. You want to speak your fucking talk inside speaker's corner? Nah, you don't stay. That's basically what it's doing right now. It's not safe, right? There's no safe space anymore. Speak your fucking talk anymore. It doesn't exist anymore, right? Because once you speak what you want to speak,
your mic's playing up a little bit.
Somebody's not going to do shit for you. No one's going to do anything for you, right? So that's what you need to know right now.
I think it's a combination of protecting Tan's safety and also calming down the situation that he created by instigation.
Okay, who was trying to calm down things? Who?
I mean, that's a good question because they didn't, like I said, they didn't set up barricades. They didn't tell people they had to stand back or they would get arrested.
I don't think that's a fair
assessment. Tan was protected by two women. Two women, bro. A little woman fought for you. A little bruised up.
Do police not have correct procedures to be able to address this concept?
Bro, there was like 50 police officers here protecting him. What the fuck, bro? There's like 50, 100 people fucking following Tan.
And it's real simple. Even if it's only 3 officers, they form the barricade and say, anybody walks into us or walks further, you're going to be arrested. We're setting the precedence now. It's not going to change.
All right.
Instead, they just allow a whole mob to follow them.
Okay, family, hold on.
Hello?
Can I get you guys to mute your mic? All right. Let me get you guys to... Yeah. So, yeah, family. Yeah, thank you. We're going to be closing on the show in the next 5 minutes, okay? Next 5 minutes. So, you guys continue the conversation, but we shall be closing on the show in the next 5 minutes. Continue. Oh yeah, and please, hello.
None of that would have happened ever. None of that would have happened.
All right. So, and another thing is, okay, we don't want any swearing onto the channel, okay? So please, no swearing, no ad hominems, nothing like that. This is still Titans TV, baby. Still Titans TV. All right, continue.
I'm muting now. And I'll just say as well, did anyone see the police protecting Callum? So I might have missed that part.
I said no one protected Callum. No one protected Callum at all. No one.
I mean, a big opinion on that. Yeah, come on. But the police not with it.
Jeddah pretended he was there.
Alright, I've just muted him again. But he keep trying to talk over people.
Passionate.
Yeah.
Right, Kalam, you there, dude?
Yep, I'm here.
You from Matt?
Yeah, sorry.
The police weren't there for you?
Nah, man. I just had the gods with me.
Yeah, you don't need no police. One-man army. Is that enough, Kalami? You think that's enough?
The gods, of course. Who else do I need more?
May I ask you a question, Kalam, about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Only one God.
Okay, from this whole discussion and seeing how the treatment of Tan, or whatnot about the police, do you feel that you would get the same treatment as Tan if the police had been there and seen this crowd mobbing you and such, or do you feel like they would have stepped in and quote unquote protected you and dispersed the mob instead?
You know, I really don't. I can't comment. I don't know. No comment on that one.
Fair enough. Why so religious? Do you mind if I answer that question?
If you ask me,
do you mind if I answer that question on Kalam's behalf?
If that's okay with him.
Kalam, do you mind?
Nope. Go ahead.
So I believe that there were a few things that led up to this event. Starting with Tan's in the corner a week prior. Everything that led up to that was the reason why there were undercover feds waiting for something that I think that there was a profile on Tan. Sorry, who's hot mic? Yeah, there was a profile on Tan where they knew who he was, they knew what he said, that he was going to come down to the park again. There were people there. Your hot mic, dude. Right. Yeah. I've just locally muted him. Yeah. So there were people there that were there for Tan specifically to remove him from the situation if anything was to happen. Now, once they removed Tan, they didn't give a fuck about anyone else. Sorry. I apologise. Anyone else. They just wanted to get Tan out so that there wasn't some, either social or political situation, and then they didn't care about anyone else. So I believe that if the police were not protect Kalam, they weren't there for that. But that's just. Sorry. I agree with that.
I agree with all of that, but I also think it's a bit unfair to kind of blame the police.
No, I'm not. Listen, no.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm about the police. No. Listen, obviously, I'm being very specific. I'm not trying to hold the police responsible for what happened to Kalam. I believe that they acted on it and they acted correctly. They removed Tan from the situation, but what they didn't account for was Jedi going after Kalam, which I thought was disgusting. I mean, I can understand. I can understand Jedi reacting to what Tam carried on with, because I personally feel that Tam was just stupid. You talk about. Sin. We've had this conversation before. Prior to any of this happening, sometimes it's better to be just smart about how you go about using the N word and using the C word. And when I say C, whatever. Just be smart about it. There's certain if you want to use it, then yeah, go ahead and use it. But you make sure that you people that are comfortable with using it. If that's not the case, then you're going to have a serious problem. And I believe that Tan didn't adjust for that. He didn't account for that, and this is what we have.
Well,
so the same of. Oh, go ahead, mate.
No, I was going to say, I think it was fairly clear that there was intention for
Yes.
Plan.
Yes.
He even said it on Titans TV. This is what I'm going to do on Sunday. He said similar things on the previous in his proceeding on Thursday. So I agree with what you're saying. The police knew that something was going to kick off. There was to whisk him out of the park.
Yeah.
If something did, and that's what they did. And to be honest, I think they did that fairly well.
That was the logic.
Yeah, so what they didn't account for was what was happening afterwards, and I think that's a slightly separate issue. I think there were people that gunning for Kalam because they viewed that he was supporting people.
This is why I don't have an issue with the way Jedi reacted. I mean, do I
I mean, specifically, I think that he could have better. But if Taz says I'm going to come down, I'm going to use the N word, I'm going to go off the gang and this and that, I'm going to be like, dude, you're literally going to your coffin. You know, I can't. You know, when Taz says I'm going to go off the gang and this and that, you know, obviously, personally, I can't get people, all those gang people, for, you know, thinking, oh, it's going to be a hot team. You know, I can't. Obviously, would I like them to just see it and be like, you know what, I see Tam for what he is, and I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna walk away and leave it. But that's not how the world works. I can't control other people, and you know, Jedi can't control other people around him, and that is what it is.
I think that was started picking up. I think it complicated things.
Yes.
It wasn't just because there was obviously people from a Muslim background who were armed for a lot of time. Guy before Rat Boy or whatever, he was provoking from previous week, blowing smoke in Tan's face. This was entirely predictable. Even before Tan went to Paris and came back, he was winding people up. So he deliberately had to do this. He had people backing him. He had Raj and Hassan.
So the same mob went Tan then proceeded after Callum, and then Callum wasn't the last one.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, they did. And the reason for that is that the same people, or some of them, I don't know all of the individuals involved, but it kind of got complicated after Tan went. A lot of those people were waiting for him to do something, especially after he threw the Quran on the floor and said that he wanked over it. Excuse my language. Banged over it. All kind of people waiting for something to kick off, and it just needed a spark, and that was the spark of, you know. So it wasn't just gang members or just the spirit. It was people. Lots of people were. He wound a lot of people up in the months preceding this point. So it wasn't just what happened on that day.
Yeah, but again, the same guys that went after Tan then proceeded after Callum.
Yeah.
The same people.
Yeah, because they viewed him as back in Tan.
But they had the right. They had the right to go after Callum. But they did. This is the thing.
How can you quantify that, please? How did they have a right to go after Callum?
Well, I'm not saying people.
Oh, you're saying that they did because.
So yes, so we can't put this on Tan. Tan was a separate incident.
Yeah, but I once had I don't think it's separate at all. Actually, they're related because the people who were shouting at Callum were shouting at him for supporting.
So that.
This is the kind of guy he is. How can you back him? And that's kind of what they were saying. How can you support a guy that, you know, because Callum is seen as a neutral, and they didn't want him to be neutral. They wanted to condemn Tan and say, look, he's a racist or whatever. And
Callum doesn't
he doesn't exactly. He's kind of chill.
He's approaching it from
but
a journalistic standpoint.
They didn't want him to be killed. They wanted them. Especially Tan had did something that they viewed as really disgusting. So how can you support somebody that's doing something disgusting? Come into the park and shouting nigger, nigger, nigger. How can you support him? And that's why they were hyped up.
Yep.
All right.
I think the two things are unrelated at all. They are entirely related.
Definitely. All right, family. This is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to shut down the show in terms of the live stream, okay? I know everybody's going to be a bit upset who's inside of the YouTube world, but, you know, you guys, if you would really love to continue this conversation with us off air, please click onto the Discord link. We've got close to, I believe, 200 people that's already signed up to the Discord where we can continue these conversations off air. And of course, you can go to your own individual rooms where you can further your own conversations as well, whether it's politics, whether it's speakers corner discussions, or whether it's religious discussions. You can still continue it on here live with us behind closed doors, so to speak. Okay, but right now we're going to shut down the show, and I will see you guys on the other side. Peace and love.